and then with the help of this F0, F1, there will be synthesis of ATP. ये जो ATP सीधा सीधा नहीं बना, what are you going to call it as? This is known as oxidative phosphorylation. तो अब वक्त आ गया है कि बताना है कि NADH और FADH2 कैसे ATP बनाते हैं, और कोई confusion ना हो. This ATP which will be formed now, you call it as oxidative phosphorylation. Clear है? Is it okay? Yes. Fine. Now, question arises here, where this ETS is occurring? This ETS is occurring in the inner mitochondrial membrane. याद रख लो भाई. तो देखो ये डायग्राम देखो. डायग्राम से पहले ये एक डेफिनेशन देख लेते हैं given in the NCERT. ETS is the metabolic pathway through which the electron passes from one carrier to another. Yes, and it is going to pass from one carrier to another. This is going to represent ETS. Now, what are the carriers that we have to discuss here? And where it is occurring? It is occurring in inner mitochondrial membrane. ETS membrane के बगैर नहीं हो सकती. So, it is occurring in inner mitochondrial membrane. Now, look at this diagram which is there in the NCERT. See here. Now, this is inner mitochondrial membrane, this one. So, let me label it. Fine. ये जो जगह है अंदर मेम्ब्रेन के अंदर, दिस इज मैट्रिक्स. Okay, so there must be outer mitochondrial membrane nearby. So let's assume that this is outer mitochondrial membrane. Let's assume. Okay, and between the two membranes space है, ये जगह भाई space है. So this space is known as intermembrane space. Fine. Now, all the complexes which are involved in the ETS, they are present in the inner mitochondrial membrane. This diagram is there in the NCERT. Okay. So, let's name the complexes here. This is complex 1. You call it as NADH dehydrogenase. So, for always you write dehydrogenase, you write DH. This is complex 1. Okay. Now, this one is not complex 2, this is complex 3. This one is complex 3. You call complex 3 as cytochrome BC1 complex. BC1 क्यों कहा है इसको? Because it has cytochrome B as well as C1. Cytochrome बहुत तरह का होता है, A, B, C, D ऐसे करके. So, it has B as well as C1. Now, 1 and 3 complex, they are linked with the help of mobile carrier. Now, name of this mobile carrier is ubiquinone. This one is ubiquinone. U क्यों लिखते हैं हम? Okay. So, this is ubiquinone. And it is a mobile carrier. Mobile carrier means what? That these complexes are fixed, and this is the one which is mobile and it can take up the electron from one and give it to the another. So basically it is going to link complexes. ठीक है? अब नीचे देखिए और another complex, बच्चा, this is complex 2. Complex 2 is succinate dehydrogenase. अरे भाई ये तो वही है हमारा जाना पहचाना जो Krebs cycle में भी होता है. Yes, this is the one which is also involved in Krebs cycle. So it is involved in Krebs cycle as well as ETS. दोनों जगह बहुत काम की बात है. Okay, तो Krebs cycle में भी involved है. It is also involved in ETS. Then cytochrome oxidase. Complex 3 and complex 4, they are also connected by a mobile carrier. इनके बीच में भी एक कैरियर होगा जो एक से मतलब 3 से इलेक्ट्रॉन लेगा 4 को देगा, 3 से लेगा 4 को देगा. जैसे मतलब ये यूबिक्विनोन 1 से लेता है और 3 को देता है. Okay, so there is also a mobile carrier between 3 and 4. What is the name of that mobile carrier? Name of that mobile carrier is cytochrome C. इधर लिख दिया मैंने, ये है cytochrome C. It is a small protein, छोटा सा है, attached to the outer side of inner membrane. Yes, ध्यान से, this line of NCERT. This is a small protein which is attached to the बाहर की side है, outer side of outer membrane नहीं, inner mitochondrial membrane. So till now we have discussed, basically we have mentioned, I have mentioned 4 complexes. They are involved in ETS. 4 complexes are involved in ETS. Now what will happen? Now this ETS is going to couple with 5th complex. ये देखो भाई, ये रहा भाई 5th complex. This ETS is going to couple with 5th complex for forming ATP. ये ATP बनाएगा. So this 5th complex, it will couple with ETS. So it is known as coupling factor. It's a coupling factor. Okay, because it forms ATP. So you also call it as ATPase complex. And so many times I have discussed about it. I have talked about it in the cell. Then in the photosynthesis, this forms ATP, so you also call it as F0 F1 complex. Okay, so पूरे ETS में 4 complexes हैं. Then it is going to couple with the, you have to, yes, इसको थोड़ा change करो. 4th नहीं है, 5th है. Okay, so it will couple with the 5th complex to form ATP. And this ATP, which will be formed by this complex, it is not going to be known as सीधा ATP बनना. ये जो ATP बनेगा, you are going to call it as oxidative phosphorylation. Clear है ये सब? Basic plan समझ आ गया? Okay, 4 complexes in the ETS are there, and they are going to couple with this F0 F1 to form ATP. और ये जो ATP बना, this is oxidative phosphorylation. If it's clear to everyone, please give me thumbs up if it's clear. Okay, let's move now. So this is the same diagram. Yes, so this is same diagram. Let me squeeze it a bit so you can view all the complexes actually. Fine, see here, right, like this. Now you see. So again, this is complex 1. Sorry, bacha. So this one is complex 1. This is 3. This is 2, 4, 5. So सबसे पहले हम NADH का ऑक्सीडेशन करेंगे. We are going to do oxidation of NADH और अपने माइंड में पहली सीक्वेंस रखो. कि NADH के ऑक्सीडेशन में, in the oxidation of NADH, there is no involvement of complex 2. So this won't be involved, complex 2. ये नहीं involve होगा. Which complexes are involved? 1, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. So NADH oxidation will involve complexes 1, 3, 4. Okay. So these are the complexes which are going to be involved in the ETS. Now see here. Complex 1, it is going to oxidize NADH. मतलब क्या हो गया इसका? It means that electron hydrogen ion from NADH is taken up by the complex 1. हाइड्रोजन आयन की सारी कहानी है, प्रोटॉन की सारी कहानी है. Electron hydrogen ion, they are taken up by this complex 1. In the complex 1, these electrons, they will be transferred to FMN. FMN is a component of ETS only. It's a component of complex 1 only. Then FES. FES is also part of complex 1, and then electron is transferred to this mobile carrier, that is ubiquinone. Okay. Now as electron they will flow, ध्यान से सुनिए, there will be release of energy. There will be release of energy, and this energy is used by complex 1 to pump 2 hydrogen ion here. तो सिर्फ इलेक्ट्रॉन नहीं फ्लो करेगा, along with the electron there will be movement of hydrogen ion. तो क्वेश्चन पूछेगा, hydrogen ions, they are moving from which part? They are moving from the matrix or NADH to this space, that is intermembrane space. तो again mention कर देते हम, this is matrix and this is space, intermembrane. So again I am repeating this line, that as electrons they are going to flow, there will be release of energy, and this energy will be used by the complex 1 to pump 2 hydrogen ion. तो 2 hydrogen ion यहाँ पे इकट्ठे कर देगा. Okay. Now UQ is very special. UQ is very special. Why? Because it picks electron as well as hydrogen ion. Okay. So it has got electrons from complex 1. Hydrogen ion, it is going to procure hydrogen ion from the matrix. So it is going to pick 2 hydrogen ion from the matrix, and it will be changed into UQH2. Reduced हो गया ना? UQH2. तो इलेक्ट्रॉन लिए complex 1 से, hydrogen ion from matrix, and it is changed into reduced state, that is UQH2. From UQH2, electron is transferred to the complex 3. In the complex 3, electrons, they are taken up by cytochrome B. Okay, then FES, then cytochrome C. So this is the sequence, B, FES, C, okay, and then electron will be transferred to the mobile carrier, this mobile carrier, and just now I have told you it is cytochrome C. ठीक है, ubiquinone से इलेक्ट्रॉन तो यहाँ फ्लो कर गए. Now what is the fate of hydrogen ion? देखो जरा, इलेक्ट्रॉन तो फ्लो कर गए. तो अब ये कॉम्प्लेक्स 3 है, जो इसकी क्या स्पेशलिटी है? It can flow the electrons from one carrier to another, जा ही रहे हैं, but it cannot flow the hydrogen ion like this. So what it will do with the hydrogen ion? It will pump the hydrogen ion here, na? Here it is going to pump. So it is going to pump these 2 hydrogen ion in this space. यहाँ पर. So these hydrogen ion will be pumped in this space. तो साफ पता चल रहा है कि जैसे जैसे इलेक्ट्रॉन मूव कर रहा है, एज इलेक्ट्रॉन इज मूविंग और इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आर मूविंग, देयर इज आल्सो मूवमेंट ऑफ हाइड्रोजन आयन. कहां से कहां? मैट्रिक्स से स्पेस के अंदर. तो यहाँ तो हाइड्रोजन आयन ज्यादा होते जा रहे हैं, अमीर होती जा रही है ये जगह. स्पेस इज हैविंग हाइड्रोजन हाइड्रोजन हाइड्रोजन. ओके, so till now I have told you that complex 1 will pump 2 hydrogen ion, complex 3 will pump 2 hydrogen ion. Now same is going to be the scenario with the complex 4. तो अपना mindset करके रखो कि तीनों, all the three complexes, they are going to pump 2 hydrogen ion. Fine. So now from complex 3 electrons, they are taken up by this mobile carrier. This mobile carrier, now this is going to give, this is again that mobile carrier, cytochrome C, it is going to give electron to complex 4. 4 को दे देगा. In the 4, electron will be taken up first by the copper. Very important, it has 2 copper centers. इसमें 2 copper center है complex 4 में. ठीक है, तो 2 copper center है इसके अंदर. So electrons first they will be taken up by the copper, then by the cytochrome A. cytochrome A क्या है? इसी का पार्ट है, इसी का ही पार्ट है. then cytochrome A3. सीक्वेंस देख लो जरा. कॉपर, फिर cytochrome A, then cytochrome A3, and then again copper. And after copper, now electrons, they are going to be accepted by the oxygen. We are talking about aerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration. तो ऑक्सीजन की बात तो करनी है ना. So आखिर में देखो भैया, आखिर में at the end, electron, hydrogen ion, they are taken up by oxygen. ऑक्सीजन का ही तो सारा करा धरा है. ऑक्सीजन के अंदर इलेक्ट्रॉन हाइड्रोजन आयन लेने की कैपेसिटी बहुत ज्यादा है. Electron, hydrogen ion, they are going to be taken up by the oxygen. It is the driving force. दोबारा सुनो. We are using oxygen at the end. सब पढ़ लिया, मतलब क्रैब पढ़ा दिया मैंने, लिंक पढ़ा दिया, ग्लाइकोलाइसिस पढ़ा दिया. एंड में मैं ऑक्सीजन का रोल बता रही हूँ. We are using oxygen at the end, but that doesn't mean कि उसका कहीं आगे रोल नहीं है. It is the driving force. It is pulling all the electrons because it has maximum capacity to take electron. तो इसी के पास जा रहा घूम घुमा के. Okay, so it is going to take electron from here, complex 4. Okay, hydrogen ion from matrix. यहाँ से हाइड्रोजन आयन लिया. Okay, so it is going to take electron, hydrogen ion, and it will be changed into water. Oxygen will be changed into water, and this water which is formed here, इसका नाम है भाई metabolic water बोलना होता है इसको. Okay, इस पानी को बोलते हैं metabolic water. So what we have learned, that one NaDH can form one metabolic water. एक NaDH से एक metabolic water बना. Okay, now this complex 4, it is also going to pump 2 hydrogen ion. See here, it is also going to pump 2 hydrogen ion. So if we summarize this all, इस पूरे को मैं summarize करूं, so what we can say that one NaDH will pump how many hydrogen ion? कितने पंप हो गए देखो, 2 ये 2 ये 2 ये, 1 3 4 6 hydrogen ion pump हो गए. And how many oxygen atom we have used here? 1 for 1 NaDH. For oxidizing 1 NaDH, यहाँ पर देखो इसको स्टार लगा रही हूँ, important है. For oxidizing 1 NaDH, we have used 1 oxygen atom. तो लिख देते हैं 1 oxygen atom. और कितना पानी बन गया? 1 water. बताओ, क्लियर है कि नहीं? दिस इज क्लियर और नॉट? क्लियर है तो थम्स अप दे दो. इतना ठीक है? So this is very important, very, very, very important. Okay. Now, okay. So अब सोच रहे होगे ना तुम कि कॉम्प्लेक्स 2 ने क्या बिगाड़ा है, उसको यूज ही नहीं कर रहे, करेंगे ना अब. So now we have to do FADH2 oxidation and we are going to use this complex. See here. Now this is again our that old ETS diagram. I'm making it squeeze so that all the complexes, they are visible to you in the one go. Okay. So now when we talk about FADH2 oxidation, story begins from complex 2. Yes. So FADH2, when it will be oxidized, so now there is involvement of complex 2, 3, 4. तो पहले माइंड सेट करके रखो. अब 1, 3, 4 नहीं है. Now it is 1, it is 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay. So now 1 को रिप्लेस कर दो, 2 कर दो बस. बाकी सब सेम है. 1 को रिप्लेस कर दिया, 2 कर दिया. Okay. Now complex 3, just like the previous condition, it will pump 2 hydrogen ion. This will also pump 2 hydrogen ion. But now complex 2 will not pump any hydrogen ion. ये बात याद रखो. Complex 2 will not pump any hydrogen ion. It means when NADH will be, FADH2 will be oxidized, there will be pumping of only 4 hydrogen ion. तो clear हो गया ना बिल्कुल. जब NADH का oxidation होगा, there will be pumping of 6 and now 2 less. Why it is so? Because complex 2 जो है, it cannot pump. Now see here. Now this complex 2 is succinate dehydrogenase complex. This is the one which is also involved in the Krebs cycle. तो Krebs cycle में कहाँ involved है? See here, it is involved in changing succinic acid into fumaric acid. ये तो कर रहा है, like this. So I have told you, wherever there will be formation of this F fumaric acid, there will be formation of FADH2. लो जी बन गया FADH2. FADH2 will flow its electron. अब वो flow कर देगा अपना electron. So it is going to flow the electron and electron is taken up by the ubiquinon. Just like the one we have studied for the NADH oxidation. बिल्कुल same. Ubiquinon is going to take hydrogen ion from matrix and it is going to be changed into UQH2. UQH2 will give electron to complex 3. Okay. So 3 is going to take electron from here. Fine. Now complex 3 cannot transport hydrogen ion, just like the one which we have studied in NADH oxidation. अब ये hydrogen ion का transport नहीं कर सकता है. So what it will do? It will pump the hydrogen ion, these hydrogen ion in the space. यहाँ पर space में pump कर दिया. ये वो flow तो कर नहीं सकता. Okay. Now from complex 3, electron will be transferred to another mobile carrier, that is this one, cytochrome C. ठीक है. अब कौन सा complex आएगा? After third, now fourth complex will come. So cytochrome C, so this is again cytochrome C. It is going to give the electron to the complex 4. So this is our complex 4. Fine. And complex 4 will ultimately give the electron to the oxygen. तो बताया ना, it's the driving force. इसकी सबसे ज़्यादा capacity है electron लेने की, proton लेने की. Okay, so after taking proton, it will be changed into water. And this complex 4 is again going to pump 2 hydrogen ion here. Fine. So what we have learnt here, that when there will be oxidation of FeDH2, so कौन-कौन सा complex involve है? Second से start हुआ, third and then fourth, ऐसे second से फिर third फिर fourth. Complex 3 and 4 they will pump hydrogen ion, okay, but not complex 2. Complex 3 and complex 4 they will pump hydrogen ion but not complex 2. Okay. Now, so how many water molecules are being formed here? एक FeDH2 से भैया एक ही तो पानी बना, तो ठीक है चलो फटाफट समराइज कर लेते हैं इसको. 1 FeDH2 will allow pumping of 4 hydrogen ion, and this will result in the formation of 1 water. Okay, so this you have to learn. ठीक है बच्चा. अब प्रोटॉन ग्रेडियंट तो हमने बना दिया. कैसे? यहाँ पर हाइड्रोजन आयन बहुत ज्यादा हो गए, इधर इधर देखो भाई, इधर हाइड्रोजन आयन बहुत ज्यादा हो गए. ओके, और यहाँ हाइड्रोजन आयन कम है. If here hydrogen ions are more and here hydrogen ions they are less, that is matrix, then it means it has led to the formation of proton gradient, hydrogen ion gradient. और इसी से अब पैसा बना लेंगे हम, देखो ठीक है ना. तो ये क्लियर होगी बात. यहाँ हाइड्रोजन आयन ज्यादा है, वहां कम है, तो बस देखिए, बस अब इसी से हमने क्या करना है, इसी से हमने अब ATP बनाना है. For forming ATP, ETS now needs to be coupled with this complex. बोलिए, chat box में लिखिए, what is the name of this complex? Come on. Yes, what is this complex? F0 F1 complex. Now in this complex, can you see this part? ये part, ये F0 part है, ठीक है, और ये वाला जो पार्ट है, दिस इज F1 पार्ट. ओके, F0 पार्ट इज एक्चुअली अ चैनल, मतलब इसको अंदर से ये पाइप है, खाली है, खाली चैनल है. सो इट्स अ पाइप लाइक दिस, और दिस पाइप इज इन्वॉल्व्ड इन द ट्रांसपोर्ट ऑफ प्रोटॉन, सो दैट्स व्हाई यू कॉल इट एज प्रोटॉन चैनल. तभी कहेंगे व्हेन टू हाइड्रोजन आयंस, when 2 hydrogen ions they will move from this channel, there will be activation of this F1 part. When 2 hydrogen ions they will be moving from this channel, यहाँ से गुजरेंगे, तो ये जो F1 part है, it will become active, इसकी आंखें खुल जाएंगी, and this F1 part it is going to club ADP and PI to form ATP. ऐसे बनता है पैसा, 2 हाइड्रोजन आयन से 1 ATP. With the help of 2 hydrogen ion, with the help of 2 hydrogen ion, there will be formation of 1 ATP. भूलना नहीं है इसको, NCERT में दिया हुआ है, 2 हाइड्रोजन आयन से 1 ATP फॉर्म होगा. क्लियर है? तो दोबारा इसको रिपीट कर रही हूँ. As 2 hydrogen ion they will move through this complex, so this part, ये वाला part active हो जाएगा और पैसा बनाएगा. 2 हाइड्रोजन आयन से कोई ये ना सोचे 2 ATP बन रहा है, 1 ATP बनेगा. क्लियर है? This ATP which we are forming here through F0 F1 complex, I have told you so many times, this is known as oxidative phosphorylation. Fine. Now you see here, तो अब देखना है ना, कि एक NADH से कितना ATP बनेगा? और एक FADH2 से कितना बनेगा. So see here, I have told you that one NADH2 or one NADH, it can pump 6 hydrogen ion. And 2 hydrogen ion, they can make 1 ATP. 2 hydrogen ion. Okay. So बताओ भाई, सारे बच्चे चैट बॉक्स पे लिखो तो 6 हाइड्रोजन आयन से कितना ATP बनेगा. कम ऑन टेल मी. Yes. दोबारा. 2 hydrogen ion, they can form 1 ATP. So NADH can pump 6 hydrogen ions. So how many ATP will be formed? Quite simple. If 6 hydrogen ions are there, so there will be formation of 3 ATP. So I have told you from the starting itself, I am discussing this. NADH is a very powerful compound. It will form 3 ATP. Bhavna has given right answer. Okay, great. Yes, 3 ATP. Everyone is writing. That's good. Fine. Now 1 FADH2 has pumped 4 hydrogen ion. तो आप कितना ATP लिखिए जरा चैट बॉक्स पे. Very good. Yes. Because 4 hydrogen ions are there, so 2 hydrogen ion, they can form 1 ATP. So this is going to give 2 ATP. So if we compare NADH, so 3 ATP banenge, and if we take this FADH2, it can form only 2 ATP. So here we have talked about the ETS, and in the ETS, we have also talked about the synthesis of ATP. तो फटाफट जरा सीक्वेंस दोबारा रिपीट कर देते हैं. सीक्वेंस. If there will be oxidation of NADH, now I have taught you all this. I want everything you should be writing in the chat box. So if one NADH is going to be oxidized, तो कौन कौन सा complex चलेगा? Which complexes will work in the ETS? Yes? 1, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. Okay. But if we talk about the FADH2, so you have to remove 1, na? So it will be 2 and rest story remains same, 3 and 4. Clear hai? 3, 1, 3, 4, all of them, they can pump 2 hydrogen ion. ये सारे 2 hydrogen ion pump कर देते हैं. तो तभी तो कितना हाइड्रोजन आयन आ जाता है. 6 हाइड्रोजन आयन. 6. What about here? 2 के बस की नहीं है हाइड्रोजन आयन पंप करना. Now hydrogen ion, they are going to be pumped by only 3rd and 4th complex. So that's why it can accumulate 4